Hello and welcome to another tutorial. Today we are going to learn how to fill in a PDF tree chart using this software that is free to download called GIMP. So without further ado, let's start by opening our template. So I'm going to go File, Open, and then I am going to pick the template I want to use. I am going to use this Australian one here. And you just press open. Now because it's a PDF, it's gonna come up as this. So if the PDF had different sheets, all the sheets will be appearing here. As it happens, it only has one, so there's only one there. And you want to open the page has an image. Okay, change that to image, and then you just click import. It's importing it, and now it will appear. So here we've got the form. Okay, so now we have the form. Before we do anything, we want to ensure that the template itself doesn't get damaged or altered in any way, so we can come back to it and use it for another branch of our family. So we're going to go here to lock. You see there, lock, and we're going to click the three icons next to it. So like this, even if I was to get a pen by mistake and try and write on it, nothing will happen because that layer, that image is locked. Now that we've done that, let's get on with filling in the chart. So first of all, I'm going to make it a little bit bigger here at the center so I can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm going to use the zoom tool, and let's do the parents here. Okay, and let's start with the photograph. So first, the photograph of the father. So we're going to go with File. Now we are going to open as layer. So it's open as layers because we want the photograph to become a layer of this project that we're working on. So open as layer, and now I'm going to pick up a picture of the father, which I've already got saved, and we're going to open it. Right, so independent whether the photo is small, big, whatever you've got on the computer, then we're going to make it fit this hole here. Okay, so in order to do that, I am going to go to here, to this tool that it's called the scale tool. So I'm going to click on the scale tool, and then I am going to click inside of the photograph. And what happens when I do that is the photograph becomes able to be modified. Now, before I pull on any of these little squares that will make it grow, I'm going to go here and ensure that this here is clicked. The reason you do that is because if you don't click that, then the picture will get deformed, and you don't want that. You don't want your ancestors to look deformed. So, and now I'm going to start making it bigger. Oh, lovely. Now, if you hold on the center square, you can actually move the picture to where you want it to go. And then you can keep working on it until it kind of fits to where you want it to fit. Okay, and now we press scale. Okay, right, so the picture is in place, but obviously we want it to look pretty. We want it to look round like that one. So in order to do that, I'm going to go to this eye here next to the picture, you see, and we're going to click the eye so the picture is off. So I close, no picture, I open, picture, I close, no picture. Okay, and now I am going to use this tool over here that says ellipse select tool, and I am going to make a circle the size of this frame here. So we're going to click on the one before here, on the yellow one, the base of the image, and we're going to click on the ellipse, and let's do this circle right. just roughly. Now once you do these, then using the corners you can make it sort of fit onto the hole. Okay, so I think there's like a perfect hole. Yeah, maybe a tiny bit in there. Okay, so as you can see, the inside of the frame is now selected. So now we go back to the photo that we want to use. So I'm going to click on it and I'm going to click the eye so the photo opens, you see. And now I am going to delete what's around it. So in order to do that, we are going to go to select and we're going to click invert. So select invert, there we go. And now we click delete, the key saying delete on your computer. So it's, and this is what will happen. Now, so let's do it again. So I'm going to now go select none. So just to see again, so I'm going to now add the photo of the mother. So file, open as layer, the mum. Now I'm going to move it into place. This one doesn't need to be adjusted in size, but I will just for you to see. Make sure it's locked. It is. Make it a little bit smaller there. Scale. Turn it off. Click on the base layer. Select the ellipse tool. Make a circle that fits there. Adjust it using the little squares and rectangles around. Okay, then open the eye again, picture is back, click on the picture so that bar is black, and now we go select invert, and then we click delete on our keyboard, and ta-da, here we go, we've got the pictures done. Okay, and now we go select none, and we click on the bottom again, and here are our pictures done. Okay, now we're going to add the names and the vital information. So in order to do so, I'm going to go here to text, and I'm going to click it in it not just once but twice in order to bring in this menu here that is to do with the text. Now when you bring in this menu, here in this white square, if you click on it, it will give you a list of all the fonts that you've got on your computer. Now obviously you're not going to have as many as me because I am a graphic designer, but you will have enough selection to pick something that you like. Now for trees, I generally like using something a little bit sort of parchmenty, fun. So for this one, I am going to use this font called Black Rose. I am going to use the color, I'm going to make it black. So, okay. And I am going to make it, let's see, 180. Okay. So let's test it. So once that is done, then you go onto the picture and you just click anywhere. So here, and you start writing. So I am going to write Freddie Thorne. Now what's happening here is you are being shown this here as well, so you can actually see what you're writing. In this case you would be able to see it anyway, but sometimes when you're working on like a tight corner, this editor becomes very useful for you to actually see better what you're doing. So I've written the name Freddie Thorne, and now I want to put it in place. So I'm going to go here to the move tool, and I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to move it there. There we go. Fantastic. Right, so now you can go and do the same to all of them. So basically for his wife, I'm going to click on it. Now, because I've already selected everything I wanted to do on the font, I don't have to alter anything. So I can literally just go back to the text and then just click here anywhere and just write the name. Okay. And then you click on the move tool again and just place it in. Sorry, make sure it's selected there, and you just place it in place. Okay. Now you may want to sort of do a few at a time. So for example, again here I could go with Arthur Shelby, and now here I'm gonna put Mary Shelby, and then here I'm gonna put David Nevins, and here Anne Smith. Okay, so this is like, so I'm doing just all the names, just clicking and adding each name, and then you can go back and start moving them into place, so it makes it quicker. So I'll go into move, and now I go into each of the names. Okay, so this one goes here, I pick it up and I click and put it there. This one, and it's there, so I'm gonna click it and put it there. Then David. So I'm clicking on the list here and then clicking on the name on the page itself and move it. And then Mary, I am going to just click on it, you see? So it's like quicker, so you can actually sort of click and add each name one at a time. You will have to add one at a time in order to be able to move them to where you want them to be, and then just move them to their place. So this is to do with the name. So now we are going to add the vitals. Now with the vitals, we may not want to use the same font, so I'm going to click on this again. And this time, for the vitals, I like to use something a little bit clean. So let's use a Bodoni or Bodoni size font. And this time I'm going to go with something smaller, like 80. And I'm going to keep it black. Now, when you writing the vitals, I generally like to write everything together. So you have to start by entering the most recent event. So for example, here I would put burial 1925 London. Then we enter. Let's just make this big so we can see what we're doing. And now we put died 1925 London. You can actually add more details. Then enter. So we're clicking it twice, or you can click it 3 times if you want even more space in between things. I'm going to click it 3 times. Then married 12th July 1918. 1, 2, 3. Clicking. Then born 13th May 1890. Okay. Right, so now we've entered all the information, and again we go into move, and we can go click on it and we can move it to its place. Okay, Now, if we are not happy, for example, here, I can just go click on it again and I can add another space wherever I want it. Okay. So let's have a look at that again. So I'm going to add the details for Ada here. So I am going to go here and I'm going to click. I'm going to make this box big just to make it easier for me to see. So like I said, we're going to start with the most the closest event. So we're going to start burial, London cemetery. Let's do 1930. You can literally add anything you want. Then I'm gonna press enter 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then died of pneumonia, April 1933. No, 1930. She can't be buried before she died. Haha. 1, 2, 3. Then married, blah 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 blah. 1, 2, 3, and then born 12th July 1895. Okay, right. So then we go back to here. We press move, and now we'll just move it to place. Okay. So once you have filled in all of the form, which obviously I'm not going to do here today, you will save these ready for printing. So in order to do that, you're going to go here, File, and this time you're not going to press Save, you are going to press Export. So Export as, and then we just call it the Shelby tree, shall we? Shelby tree. Okay, and now we are going to go down here and select file type, and we're going to click on this plus sign here, and we're going to scroll down and we're going to find the JPEG image there. We're going to click on it and then we press export. Okay, and what that is doing is it's saving the full tree on your computer, so then you can either print it or send it to a printer to be printed professionally. Now, when you export an image as a JPEG, it will ask you if you want to change anything, if you want to lower the quality, etc. I advise you not to do anything here, just click export and let it export exactly as it is. So that is now done. Now, say you don't have the time to do the whole tree now, so you want to carry on later. Well, this is when you use save. So you go here, file, and you go save. And as you can see, it's saving as Shelby tree XCF. You see there, XCF? So when it's saving things as XCF, it means that it's saving it as a complete project. So I'm going to put it together with the samples for the video that I've got here. So I'm going to save it. Right, so now that's saved. So now we close it. Right, and now you will see, so if you want to come back and work more on this picture, you go File, and you go Open, and then you find the Shelby tree XCF. So we click there and we open it, and as you can see, it brings up everything. It brings up the tree and all the work that you've been doing, so you can carry on working on your tree, and then until you have it finished, and then you go File, Save, and save it till the next time. Okay. Now, if you open your tree that's already finished, the one that we saved has an image, create Open, which is this one here, the Shelby tree JPEG. You see, it's literally just one image that it's ready to be printed. None of the layers are separate. Okay, I hope you found this useful. Any questions, just drop me a message. Thank you.